Sorry. Oh, let's do it again. You mean what we're gonna do for the release? Oh, we're gonna make a party and a world tour actually.
Actually, we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
We're doing some specials about maybe soon to release the secret, but we're doing something really special just for the release in our area where we basically come from, because it's a 20 years of anniversary for us. So we do some special things for this Apocalypse release, and we're all looking forward to maybe a little bit of an acoustic set.
Yeah, we want to really do something special, a special event for just a small amount of people in a private atmosphere. And we actually came up with the idea last night, and so it's really new and fresh. So let's see what's going to happen. And then of course we go on tour in Europe, and after that we tour in Japan. From Japan we go to Australia, then back home for Christmas, and next year the tour will continue.
What is this album about? Actually, it's no conception album. Every song has closed story, so basically composing-wise we always look at we have a good variation, and we look that we don't always have to somehow, if you have 2 or 3 songs tuned in D, you can't really do everything in a row, so we're taking care that everything has a good flow, has a good red light in it also. But theme-wise, like I said, we always have closed stories. Each song is one chapter on its own, and we always leave a little bit of inspiration for the listeners to get their own story going behind our hints of stories we have. So basically, it's like we always do have a little bit of personal experience in the music, in the lyrics, and a little bit of science fiction in the lyrics, and a little bit of open space for the listener to make their own stories out of it.
How does this composition work Well, we have several ways to how to compose songs. I mean, we have 5 songwriters in the band actually, and every songwriter has a different approach, a different way how to work. We write at home. We're selecting ideas, and then of course we play to each other, and then we try to find the best possible riffs, the most powerful riffs, and put them together. And this is how we work together. It's pretty easy actually. And sometimes we have an idea doing sound check or something, and later we work on it. So like every other band. Each song was the most complex and would say the writer is
Ahead. Hold on a second.
We have a very like 8-minute epic
There's a
song.
song called Eye of the Storm, which is actually really a complex song again, which is really going up and down, feeling-wise, tempo-wise, dynamics and stuff. And the second one, I would say, is Supernova, which is pretty a strong ballad. It was very, I wouldn't say complex, but it was really you had to really focus on bringing the right spirit into it. Talking for me as a vocalist, I just sat back a little bit and didn't just go for it singing. I thought about the lyrics. I wrote on my own, of course, and thought really, how can I express the best way how to express what I'm writing about. And this time I really took more time to just focus and concentrate to deliver the story and the message, right? So basically I would say it is The Eye of the Storm and Supernova, which is 2 songs which were really complex this time, right?
I had the opportunity to see the artwork of the album Wish. The beautiful, the artwork, pardon. What released it?
I think. What's the name of the artist?
War das Stefan Lohmann, war das nicht, gell?
Huh?
Ich weiß nicht, ob das Stefan Lohmann war, nee, oder?
Ich weiß es ehrlich gesagt gar nicht. One second, we have to ask Matt. Oder Tom. Tom ist taub. He's deaf.
Ah, okay. Excuse-moi.
Stan
B. Decker.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Sorry. Actually, I love the artwork too, but I'm sorry that I forgot the name. Stan B. Decker. Yeah.
According to you, which piece of the new album will become essential in live?
Still having negotiations. Where after this festivals, basically we will meet, because then there's this huge European tour coming up, the world tour actually, which is going to be kicked off in Europe. And basically after the festival season, we're sitting together in the rehearsal room, because sometimes some songs, you have to go through them, you have to rehearse them. If the flow is there, you got to really find if the band is somehow working good together, feeling-wise, in the song. So it's not set yet which songs we're going to play live from the new album.
Yeah, we're going to work on this. We're going to make a list. Everybody is going to write down his favorites. Oh, she's naked. Look at this. Wow.
This is band in French, Chargot.
Chargot.
Industrial music.
All right. Well, that's interesting.
For a woman.
Wow. Yeah, so we're gonna sit down and come up with some list. Everybody makes a personal list of his favorites, and then we discuss it, and then we play it, and we decide if it works good enough or not. Because you know it's if a song is great on the album, that doesn't mean it has to be great live. It's always a challenge and also a lot of work to bring them alive, you know, and so you have to work on them in the rehearsal studio and see how it works. I mean, are you a musician? You know what I'm? No, a musician would understand what I mean, but yeah. All right, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do very soon, actually. Yeah.
What is first fear for you? C'est one of the questions, ta question?
Primal fear, you mean?
Well, for you, what is
the primal fear? What's my primal fear, right? It would be a world war. Like, would be really, because, oh, no more a naked one. When you have, I have a son, and if you have kids, you always see it a little bit different too, because I would say if something happens now to the world, if I would die, I lived my life and I was really happy. But if you have children, you don't want them to suffer from something. So basically my primal fear is that mankind is so stupid and to destroy themselves, right?
And you?
Well, I think it's my answer won't be very famous or impressive, but my biggest fear is to get sick and to be in a hospital and you can't do anything like a vegetable. That's my biggest fear. That's my only fear, actually. The rest I don't care.
Okay. What do you think people say that heavy metal is always the same thing? Basically.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I care what our fans say, and I'm really open to any positive critics, right? You have to take it serious. But first of all, we have to judge first what we like and what we release. And second, if you look at festivals like Hellfest, you never would say heavy metal is boring, right? Because it's crowded. So that's the perfect answer to your question, because it's still interesting and people have a good time listening to the bands, and the variation is even now more than like 30 years ago, right? So it's never getting boring.
What's the Haze album that's the mark the beginning of the year 2018?
Actually, I have to be sorry, I don't listen to so much to new albums because we were so busy with the album. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass, and when you have spare time, sometimes I want to relax my ears. So I'm sorry that I'm not up to date, but so I can't tell. So at the moment, I don't know which album I would choose.
Same for me. I actually, in private, I don't listen to heavy metal anymore.
I do,
Really?
but I have no time simply right now.
I don't. I have so much other things to do, and if I have a free time, I want to play golf or I want to go swimming. And I really, if I'm in for 40 years now in this business, and you get a little bit tired. So when I listen to music, I listen to Joe Bonamassa, power blues, stuff like this. Yeah, this is what I'm listening to, but I don't listen to heavy metal anymore. Not very, very seldom.
Okay. Are you listening the other formation that can you influence the world?
Yeah, well, personally, like I just said, I listen to Joe Bonamassa and guitar players. I'm a huge admirer of Richie Kotzen. You know Richie Kotzen? Okay. Check him out. he's an amazing guitar player, and stuff like this is interesting for me.
Just for influence from the bluesy.
Yeah, blues, power blues, Stevie Ray Vaughan, stuff like this. Yeah, Jeff Beck. Like the great players. That's what I like.
And you for the singer?
Basically, I'm also open to modern stuff too. I mean, like, for instance, Five Fingers Death Punch is interesting, so because I like the energy which is transported. They deliver a good energy, right? So basically, yes, Disturbed is a good band for me as well, still. And yeah, so basically that's what somehow has a remarkable note for me in the last months, but yeah, like I said, I don't have so much time to listen to brand new stuff always, but these bands somehow are remarkable a little bit more like others.
It's interesting how this changes. When you are young, you're into heavy metal and you can't wait for a new album of the band, and now you have everything for free in the internet, and you're like, okay, I don't care anymore. Well, the value of music is actually, the value of everything digital is actually going less and less and less and less, and this is actually not good.
The last questions, the final cups, and the band Allemagne, Germany. What's the results from the champions, the World Cup for you?
Who's gonna be the winner of the World Cup? Germany. Of course. Oh, okay. Oh. You have a strong team.
That's true. Yeah.
You guys have a strong team. I forgot that.
Well, I mean, yes. It's not so easy because the strong teams are not that strong. They didn't start that strong. Hopefully during the team they're getting better. So it's going to be a fair competition, and the best team shall win. Isn't that a fucking great line to end an interview?
It's possible from the message from the fan in Belgium and French.
En français. Pas de problème. Oui, oui. Naturellement. Oh, mon français c'est très très petit. Oui.
De quel côté de l'Allemagne?
Pardon?
De quel côté de l'Allemagne?
Je ne pas comprends.
Dortmund?
Ah oui, Saarbrück. And actually I live in France. I just moved to France, and so I try to learn, Yeah. So what do you want us to say?
Any message?
All right, okay. I thought like an ID. Allô, je suis Alex de PRIMAL 4. Je suis très content avec vous ce soir.
Je suis Ralf, avec mon fille. Tu en beaucoup, chérie, je suis vert. No, sorry, don't post that.